This is not just another broadcast. This is Frozen Apex TV, where racing is treated like the elite competition it is, where preparation meets pressure, and where nothing that matters goes unseen. We understand the sport because we understand the drivers, the commitment it takes to be here, the discipline behind every lap, the difference between sending it hard and sending it home. That's why we don't just follow the race, we break it down, corner by corner, battle by battle, from every angle that tells the real story on the track. While others catch the moment, we capture the meaning behind it. The dive bombs that change championships, the defensive lines that define careers, the split-second decisions made at 200 miles an hour. This is coverage built for leagues that demand credibility, for drivers who expect professionalism, and for competition that deserves respect. No missed action, no wasted shots, just pure, uninterrupted racing, delivered with precision. Freeze the moment, own the apex. Welcome to Frozen Apex TV. And welcome to St. Petersburg, Florida. Beautiful night here for the Superstar Race League. I am your host tonight here with Frozen Apex, Fred Truex, joined in the booth by my good pal, Metal. Metal, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm doing fantastic. You know, just to let people know, it is Kester Grant, but I simply go by Metal. So
Yes.
If you don't know who Metal is, but you find Kester Grant, that is who Metal is.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. Everyone
yeah,
just
no,
kind of addresses him as Metal. So his name in my phone is just Metal. So he's Metal.
Yeah, I'm just Metal.
So we are...
I am...
Oh, go ahead.
I'm super excited to be here, you know. I have to say, St. Petersburg got a little place in my heart. It's probably my favorite track. I've raced here many times, and I am super excited when I got told, oh, hey, you know, Cup's running at St. Petersburg. Like, I almost left work. I almost just was like, see you guys, I'm going home.
So we
Get
are
ready for this broadcast.
Yeah, we're underway. The guys are out qualifying now. Currently looking pretty good if your name is Brock Morris or John Santoro. John just knocked Sam out of the top 2 spot, forcing Sam to have to run a heat race tonight.
Oh, no.
So to us, a lot of new faces. To you guys, a lot of the same old. But probably a couple new faces in the booth tonight as we are helping out the Cup Series, as I believe your traditional LRN could not make it tonight. So we are helping out the gang here and kind of taking over for this evening, and we couldn't be more excited to be here. So we are at the location of the Firestone St. Petersburg Grand Prix, and we're going to see what these trucks can do for 75 laps, as this is going to be the Pro Spill 75 here on Frozen Apex TV.
Well, I think they're going to do some laps. I think that's what we're going to see. I think we're going to see some a lot of right turns. This track has several left turns. Let's see if we can count them out here. I'm visualizing the track as I'm driving down it. So that's a right turn. So we got one left turn right there. We got a second left turn there, and then go through, and then go through, and then there's a third left turn, and then there's a fourth left turn, and that's it. Just 4 left turns, right? So
no left.
They should be pretty good. They should be pretty good. There's 4 lefts, right? So these guys typically drive and they do 4 lefts quite often. Just we have to add in, you know, another 8 rights. So we're going to be going left and right with a truck here at St. Petersburg. They have closed these streets down to let these trucks fly out here, and you can see a couple folks standing out there in the middle of a parking lot, just wondering, like, man, what's going on out there? It seems like every other weekend they put these damn barriers up. What are we supposed to do? So
it's kind of loud in the neighborhood this evening. Must be Superstar Race League is in town.
It has to be. I mean,
that's the only option.
Gonna miss us.
Owen Vance is gonna miss us. Well, you're missing us just for tonight, I believe.
Yeah, just for tonight. You know?
Yep. As far as we're aware, this is a kind of a just helping out the Cup Series. So
Yep.
we're
Yep.
fully
Just
expecting to be
lending a
back to
hand.
East. Yep.
Yeah.
So
So, but
we are.
best good luck to you. Hope everything works well for you, and
Yeah.
we're
Keep
gonna get
the.
call this race. We got a couple more minutes left here of the lone qualifier. Best, just about everyone. We got a couple more drivers who need to finish up putting a qualification out there,
And
or
here we
they
go.
might just be like, never mind. So we're gonna do some heat racing.
We are definitely going to get to some heat racing here as our drivers are gridding up in their trucks. So it looks like we're probably going to get 2 heat races, I do believe.
I
So,
believe so as well.
Metal, you
So
want to
typically,
call them in? You want me to call them in? Do you want to do the feature? I'll do the heats. How do you want to do it?
it's fine. I can call it all out. Not a big deal. I got to practice on these names. I do apologize if I butcher your names. I'm going to try my very best to do what I do out here. So for our heat race number 1, starting up on the front row in the pole, Sam Hoff in the number 1 spot with Reitenhausen in P2. Then we're going to go back to P3. We're going to have Jared Skinner, and then we're going to have Danielle Molnix in P4. Then we're going to row number 3. We're going to have Nate August in P5 with Ruben Rodas. Rodas or Rodis?
Rodas.
Ruben Rodas for P6. Then we're going to go to row number 4. We're going to have Jackson Fanostock.
Fanastock.
Man, we even practice all this. Jackson Fanastock, P7. And then we're going to have Jack Stewart, P8. Then we're going to go to row number 4. We're going to have Chris Bush row number 5. Chris Bush for P9. And then we're going to have Jordan Warnock for P10. Then we're going to go to row number 6. Russell Windsor in P11 with Alex McQueen in P12. And then we're going to go to row number 7. We're going to have Jimmy Geikis and Race Control. Race Control is going to race out here with us. No, probably not. So it's just going to be Jimmy Geikis in the back there. So we're getting ready to go through. They're doing a one last minute check to get their belts all nice and tight, make sure that their bladders are full, make sure that the trucks are actually turned on and ready to rock down this road.
So I believe the last driver just gridded in. We should be going hot here. That BMW safety car is going to roll away.
We got a little bit of movement back there.
There we go. And they're off.
And they're off. The 61 immediately goes on the outside, immediately make non.
Metal, calm down. The pace car's still out.
Yeah. It's already there, and they're off. No, we're going to do a quick warm-up lap here, just a little pacing around. They call this a parade lap. Not really sure what they're parading. I mean, they're just trucks. They're just cars. They're just vehicles, you know. But putting on a show for all of you out here as they get ready to go through. Maybe put a little heat in the tires, warm those brakes up, and get ready to do 4 laps here. Going to be very fast, very tight, very narrow.
Yes, there's walls on both sides. Not a lot of opportunity for much off track here at St. Petersburg. As kind of
if you do get it off track,
you're having a bad day.
You're having a very bad day.
Chances are, in real life, if there's an off track, there's probably a red flag to accompany it.
Yes, absolutely. So we get ready to go through here. After they get through the turns here, we're going to be on the back straightaway here very shortly. This is the second straightaway, and it's going to lead us up here. They're going to have a tight 90-degree left turn. And then after that, then they're going to be going up to the hairpin where they come back down onto the runway. So, and that's where we will see the safety car pull it off as everyone is all lined up. Looks like Jackson. Jackson is looks like he might have had to serve something, so he had to go to the back of the line. So,
yeah, possible. I'm not sure exactly the cup penalties, if they're allowing them to happen in the heat race or if they have to go to the feature, or if maybe Jackson just wanted to go EOL to start this race for everybody's safety. Who knows?
You never know. So as they get through the hairpin here down the runway, the pace car is going to pull it in, and Sam Hoff and Ryan Housden are going to fire it off for us. when they get closer to the starting line.
Yes. There we go. There's the green.
Green, 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 and here we go.
Superstar Race League is underway here at St. Petersburg. Sam Hoff on that inside for the first turn. Daniel Molnick's trying to make the wide move to the outside.
Trying to make that wide move. Can't make it stick, so Sam and Ryan are going to continue to keep fighting there as Ryan is activating his cloaking device, and so we're not really sure where everyone's at. There we go.
Looks like
so. We're going to click on Ryan. It was Sam that was having a little bit of the blinking, so
Sam must be trying to activate the admin bubble. And it's causing his truck to blink out there a little bit, but looks like he's got that straightened out.
Looking pretty good so far. Everyone is making it through. We have had a couple of moves there. Chris Bush up 2 positions. Russell Windsor is also up 2 positions. Nate August and Ruben Rodos.
Yeah, as you can see, they are firing down one of the straights here. Now these turns. Yep. It's going to be interesting to see how hard these trucks can actually hit those inside curbs and kind of what the limit is of hitting that before it really upsets the stability of the truck.
Well, only one way to find out. Just hit the curb. Let's find out.
Yeah, right?
So Sam is starting to establish a little bit of a gap here. A little over a half a second. Both of these 2 trucks here are about 2 seconds ahead of the pack, starting to make their own. And we have some off tracks. Alex McQueen had a little bit of trouble back there. We did have an off track. And it does make sense. There is the hairpin. There is some grass back there. So, yes, you can have an off track here. Not having a terrible day. As they are continuing through here, watching Russell Windsor and Jackson as they are.
Like Jackson just made a move to get around Russell Windsor here. And now it looks like Ruben's making a move to get around Daniel Molnick's. Which, from what I've been told, Ruben is kind of a road course ringer. A lot of the drivers in the Cup Series refer to him as the Superstar Racing League's version of SVG. A lot of drivers ask him for advice. He's usually one of the quick guys on a road course. So going to be interesting to watch this number 9 machine wheel around St. Pete, and hopefully he's able to teach. Help teach some of his teammates and some of the guys that aren't as quick as him on road courses a little something.
Yeah, so a lot of these times you get very comfortable doing circles. That when you actually start adding a little bit of road course in there, the hard part is that a lot of people think it's you got to turn right. That's what the hard part is. It's not actually because you're turning right. The problem is that there's no banks. Right? There's nothing really to help suck the vehicle down when you're making the turns. And a lot of these setups are always set to where the car is always wanting to turn to the left. So now you have a vehicle that wants to go straight. And so then you're just kind of sitting here like, oh, I don't have to hold the steering wheel as much. And you got to figure out, well, I know braking zones for banks, but what are braking zones for corners? So it's not necessarily the whole turning left and turning right. It's about the setup and how that truck wants to go straight. So
yes.
That's what you're fighting a lot of the time out here.
Yes.
Sam Hoff still leading out here, 2 to go. We're going to see the white flag coming up. Sam looking strong. Ryan right behind. Also looking very confident. Do you think Sam's going to be able? Ooh, got a little 2-wheel action there. See, that's what you do. Hit that bumper, find it out. Worst thing that can happen, you're on your side.
I would say so, yeah. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is you get a legitimate off track where that curb might turn into a ramp or a jump. But a lot of these setups, when they head to an oval, focuses on that left-hand turning like Metal was explaining. And a lot of times when they come to a road course, they kind of flatten or stabilize this truck to almost a dead center. That way it has the same turning opportunity going both left and right. So they kind of flatten out the set here. They try to keep her equal left and right-hand turns. That way it doesn't want to snap left or snap right. And, well, it looks like Sam Hoff is able to figure this truck out the best so far. And as long as he doesn't make a mistake, it looks like Sam's going to win it. And Ryan should get a P2 here. Jared Skinner in the number 7 Juicy Spider machine. Coming in the third place spot.
Juicy Spider.
Juicy Spider. I expect they should be showing up tonight. Nate
I would hope
Bogus.
so. I would hope so.
in 4th. Ruben Rodas surprisingly all the way back in 5th. We were expecting him to kind of win this.
Oh, we got someone into the tires.
Daniel Molnick's got kind of sent wide there. And we don't even have a camera angle to see that. But
back around, so
Sam Hoff picking up the first heat win here at St. Pete. Ryan Housden getting 2nd. Jared Skinner is 3rd. Nate Bogus is 4th. Ruben Rodas 5th. Zach Stewart 6th. Jackson Fanistock is going to be 7th. Chris Bush is 8th. Russell Windsor 9th. Jordan Warnick is going to be 10th. Jimmy Geekus is 11th. Daniel Molnix is now 12th. And Alex McQueen is going to be scored 13th.
And that's going to do it for our first heat race. And if you say Drunken Spider enough times, boom, they appear. Welcome in, Drunken Spider.
Yes, usually cheering on his East drivers, but showing up for the Cup drivers. So love to see that.
Absolutely.
As we are getting ready. Heat race number 2.
Heat number 2. This is going to be a little bit smaller. So we are gridding out there, and then we're going to be able to start calling it out here. Fred, would you like to call this one out, or would you like me to continue on?
I can grab this one. Let's do that.
Alrighty, sounds good.
All right, starting on the pole, the number 1 machine of Michael James. To his outside, driver, I believe from Australia, is going to go to Skylar Jones. She's going to be firing off in P number 2. Thomas Spencer is going to be in 3rd, and Matt Sisler is going to go 4th. Isaiah Watrous hasn't loaded in yet, but he's going to fire from 5th. And pardon if I say this wrong, but Kyle Herlitsky is firing from the 6th place position. Back in 7th is going to be Dustin Coggin with Nate Lehman right on his outside. Tim McBasketball is going to be coming in the 9th place position with Craig Martin starting 10th. Albert Lopez is going to grab 11th. Hunter Sr. is going to go 12th. And Dylan Lamp is going to be in the 13th place. And if you are a friend or family or a loved one of one of these drivers and we are mispronouncing a name, feel free to correct us in chat. Send us a message. Send us a letter right to your congressman or woman to let them know that we are doing something wrong. But it's going to be...
And once we get that letter, we will execute another intern.
Absolutely. Interns are not safe at Frozen Apex TV. If you thought about coming and working for us as an intern, you might want to second guess yourself.
Or have a really good life insurance policy.
Or have a very good life insurance policy.
Speaking of insurance, didn't you used to sell insurance?
I used to sell insurance, yes.
I remember that. It seemed like a decade ago. It seemed so long ago.
It was a little over a year ago. And, yeah, we used to have a career selling insurance. And let me tell you, the excitement of being an insurance salesman, I mean, that is an edge of your seat every day. I mean, you have astronauts that are in spaceships. You have professional race car drivers.
Racing cars, just wishing they could be selling insurance.
I mean, you got like John Force strapping into a car that's going to do over 300 miles an hour. And then somewhere along there, you hit like the X Games level with like Travis Pastrana. And like professional dirt bike racing, you got bull riders, and then past that, it's probably going to be like Alaskan crab fishermen, and then maybe probably somewhere up in there is going to be selling insurance for excitement.
Oh, absolutely. Most dangerous job in America, selling insurance.
It's pretty close, yeah.
All right, as we're coming up to the last left-hander here. Well, actually, technically, there's one more left. The left-hander, it's a little bit of a floater. Most people will try not to take it too aggressively. That corner there will surprise you. You will go on 2 wheels.
Yes.
It makes the preparing for this entry a lot better. But we are coming out of the hairpin. Safety car is going to pull it in. We are going to fire it down. Michael James, Skylar Jones, going to lead it out.
Race deck and 3-wide TV, bringing it down the front stretch. Michael James' truck looks like a skeleton Rexy. I'm a big AO racing fan.
I was thinking more of like Nightmare Before Christmas, which I think it's Jack Skellington.
Okay, all right. All right.
As we go to the dreaded turn 1, you don't want to go too far wide because you will lose a lot of speed, but you can see most people are able to make it through. And they get through the widest part of the track, and now they're getting ready to come into the narrow parts as we get ready to start making through our turns. We can already see some aggressive blocking and aggressive defending.
Yeah, Matt Sisler.
We don't block. We don't block. We defend. Defend.
Matt Sisler diving to the inside, trying to defend on that run that Isaiah Waters has. Oh! Skylar Jones goes around, and she's going to collect a couple other drivers there. One of the narrow points of the track. Very unfortunate for the driver of that 47 machine. She had a great starting spot up front.
I'm sure she'll be able to shake it off and get back up there racing, because Michael James right now running it out there with Thomas Spencer. You know, I heard an interesting thing about Thomas Spencer.
I've heard a lot of interesting things about Thomas Spencer, but a lot of them we can't say on this broadcast. But go ahead.
No, that's true. But it is hard to find a picture of Thomas Spencer without his tongue hanging out.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Very hard. Very hard.
He's really bringing that Lightning McQueen persona.
Oh, absolutely. As you can see, you get a little bit of air off of that little curb off of turn number 2 as they come through here the straightaway. And you got to be careful about that little concrete barrier. There's a little concrete, for whatever reason, they just stick it out just to mess with people. Like, they couldn't make it perfectly straight. It just sticks out just a little bit. So you got to be a little bit careful. You will tap that. If you tap that while you're speeding up, you will lose a lot of grip and control. As we go through here, this is a very technical part of the track with those 2 tight turns there. And the key thing is just to be calm about it and just let the vehicle talk to you how to go through it, and you're going to be fine. Yes. Coming up here, you're going to come up. You want to use the crosswalks. I always find that the crosswalks are great markers for trying to make that corner. As we see Isaiah riding the Bronco.
Absolutely sailing that Chevy into there.
There we go. And that's how you find the limit of your truck, is absolutely send it to the wall.
Some of these drivers, when they go back to the pit, they put a buff on their tires. They might put on new tires. They might tweak and tune some adjustments. I think Isaiah's team might be changing the entire suspension after their heat race here.
That and bringing the pressure washer out, because it's going to smell inside that cab.
Yes. Now, Metal, you know, in when we run East and when we run some of the other leagues that we broadcast for, we always have kind of some fans that show up for specific drivers. One of our drivers that I expect to bring a lot of fans is actually going to be Tim McBasketball. Tim McBasketball seems to be one of the kind of fan favorites out here, as he, I believe, is just well known, and I believe he might be, I feel like I read somewhere that he might be from the same area as John Cena. So I'm glad that one of the 2 people made something of themselves, and maybe someday John Cena will become somebody.
Well, we won't be able to see John Cena. You can't see him. You can't see him.
No, you cannot see him. But you can see Tim McBasketball, who's up a position, currently rolling around in number 8 spot.
Absolutely. So as we're coming up 2 laps to go, Michael James, actually the final lap, Barney throwing the white flag up there as we are getting ready to go around. Oh, Tim McBasketball got a little bit of an off track. Hopefully he'll be able to gain some speed, hold some positions as trying to get back up to speed on this straightaway. But back up front, Michael James right now got a decent gap. Not a care in the world. Making some browns out there. Thomas Spencer trying desperately to be recognized, to have meeting. No, I'm just kidding. We all love Thomas Spencer. Thomas Spencer's doing a really good job trying to get up there. Thomas Spencer, I got the pleasure of racing with Thomas Spencer. Thomas Spencer is not a fan of Porsches. I found that out. Especially when they try to kill you and their name is Team Torpedo. Oh, so that was a fun night. We spent a couple hours together in the mountains of Belgium when we did a race together. So Michael James coming through, making not really sweating that hard out here. coming through the final hairpin, coming down that straightaway, going to collect that checkered flag. Going to be the winner of this race heat. And Michael James sails it home. Thomas Spencer in P2 with Matt Sizzler in P3. Isaiah in P4 with Dustin for P5. Then you're going to have Kyle for P6, Nathan for P7, Hunter for P8, Albert for P9, Tim McBasketball. Well, hold on.
Side by side with
Hold
Skyler
on. We got
here.
a little bit of side by action. Skyler trying to make a move.
Putting a move. Doesn't have
Trying
the
to
drive.
go. Doesn't have it. Tim McBasketball going to be P10. Skyler Jones finishes out in P11. Craig Martin going to be P12. And
Oh, man.
well,
Craig Martin looking to
that's gonna
sail
well,
himself.
the crew team isn't gonna like that. And then you got Dylan Lamb coming over for P13. I hope Craig is okay because that was tough. That was a rough one.
Yeah.
But there you go. I believe that's the 2 heat races. We're ready to go to the main feature.
I believe we're going to have a little bit of a warm-up. Let these drivers shake these
right.
trucks down. Give Craig Martin's team a minute to rebuild that truck.
I hope so. As everyone's going to be doing a little bit one more warm-up just to fine-tune those entry points. We're going to have 75 laps here, St. Petersburg, Florida, where the old folks go to watch a race.
Yes, that's what they do. I have a feeling when they set this track up, all the old people that like live in the area are probably just like, not the noisy cars again.
They can't hear them.
Oh, that's true. They just turn off their hearing aids for a day.
They just turn off the hearing aids, yeah. Damn it, get off my lawn.
Jerry, how am I going to go down and get the paper if the road is closed? I don't know, Gertrude. I don't know how you're going to do it.
I need to get the Virginia Slims, and I can't get across the street. The damn truck keep going by. I need the damn Virginia Slims. Man, we are being horrible broadcasters right now.
Pretty terrible. Pretty terrible.
Yeah, there's probably a reason why we're not here.
Yeah, right.
So while we're doing the warm-up, we got a rough idea of how it's going to go today. Folks that are tuning in, who are we rooting for? We already know that Junkin Spider is going to be rooting for a Juicy Spider. We get that. But who's rooting for what?
I'm kind of liking all these Monster Energy themed trucks. They look pretty sharp.
I do love me a Monster Energy drink, but I'm more of the what is it, like the Total Zero or what?
Oh, yes.
Like yeah. My favorite one by far is the Sunrise.
Okay.
The orange one. That's my favorite. Everyone talks about the White Monster. The White Monster's the best thing out there. Yeah, it's mid. That's what the young folks say, right? They say mid.
I'm not sure. I'm not a young folk.
Oh, well, you're younger than me. I'll give you that.
I'm the one complaining about the roads in St. Pete being closed for these damn trucks.
John Santoro making rounds. Not a bad looking ride. Not a bad looking ride at all. Number 11 looks like got a little bit of damage on there. But here we go. We are ready to fire off for the main event. Fred, I hope you're ready.
I'm like SpongeBob would say, I'm ready. So, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it's only 65 laps.
I thought it was 75. Everything said 75.
Well,
so
that's 65.
all right. Well, let's update this then. All right, we should be good now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in Frozen Apex history, we are going to call out your starting grid for the trucks here for Superstar Race League. And ladies and gentlemen, Metal, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, here is your starting grid.
All right, starting off in row number 1. P number 1 on the pole, Brock Morris with John Santoro for P number 2. Then we're going to go to row number 2. We're going to have Sam Hoff in P3 with Michael James in P4. Then we're going to go back to row number 3. We're going to have Ryan Housden in P5 with Thomas Spencer in P6. Then row number 4, you're going to have Jared Skinner and P7 with Matt Sizzler in P8. Row number 5, rounding out your top 10, Nate Bogus in P9 with Isaiah Watrous in P10. Then we're going to go back to row number 6. You're going to have Ruben Rodas in P11 with Dustin Coggin in P12. Then for row number 7, Zach Stewart in P13 with Kyle Halertsky in P14. Then for row number 8, we're going to have Jackson Fanistock in P15 with Nathan Lehman. P16, row number 9, Chris Bush in P17 with Hunter Sr. in P18. Then for row number 10, Russell Windsor for P19 with Albert Lopez in P20. For row number 11, you're going to have Jordan Warnock in P21 with Tim McBasketball in P22. Then for row number 12, you're going to have Jimmy Geikus at P23 with Skylar Jones in P24. Row number 13, Daniel Molnix in P25 with Craig Martin in P26. For row number 14, you're going to have Alex McQueen for P27 and Dalen Lamp for P28. And last but not least, your race control, David McCullough for P29.
All right. That is where we're at. Waiting on the drivers to get gridded in. I am certain after last week's race that Sam might be having a word with our drivers here, as he has not gridded in. Neither has John Santoro or Isaiah Watrous, Tim McBasketball, Skylar Jones, Craig Martin. We're all waiting on them, which they do have a few minutes to load in, so it's not anything.
And that
crazy.
pesky race control, David McCullough, he's just not showing up.
Just being a pain, you know?
Just being a pain. Gonna just sit in pit road all day?
Must be.
Lazy.
Lazy.
Can't race control while driving around? Come on. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get fired from the league for saying that. Oh, you wanted to be a part of Summit Racing? Huh? Well, let me go ahead and just delete you out of the league.
Remove that.
65 laps here, St. Petersburg in Florida. I hope you guys are ready. I'm excited. Love this track. Love the trucks. Love the scheme. Love the drivers. And most of all, I love my co-host here, Fred Truex.
Aww.
Aww.
I don't think you love the point that I am a married man.
Well, you know, what the wives don't know.
That is true.
That's fine.
That is true. I'm trying to find, as we are going to have a little different ruling for how the yellows work with this road course, with it being the road course with a live race control of David McCullough running the race control. So let's see here. Caution criteria. There are only a few so this is from Sam Hoff. There are only a few instances I want to see yellow come out in the series, and I will highlight higher risk corners. 1, if a car has spun around in front of a group of 10 or more cars, creating a narrow or impossible passing cleanly situation, this will be a caution. However, if a car spins in front of only 3 to 9 cars, use your best judgment and can get rolling before the leaders get to them, remaining under green flag conditions. 2, the track has become blocked, especially near the racing line as the leaders approach. 3, a multi-car incident, 5 or more have to be involved that has damaged a few beyond reasonable driving back use. Again, best judgment call.
Oh, that sounds simple.
Yes, so a lot of this is going to fall into the hands of David McCullough, as he is the race control. So if a full course yellow is to come out, that will be the criteria, and we will get the replay fired up to show you guys what happened and to point and laugh at the drivers involved. No, I'm just kidding.
We don't point and laugh here at Frozen Apex.
Only at each other.
Yes, absolutely.
So basically the high density wreck zones, if you will, the hardest technical area, if you are looking at the mini map, it is going to be towards the top. It's going to be turns 4 through 10. So kind of that technical portion in the top, down that long straight into that left-hand 90 will be the more tough place to pass at. That is some of the most narrowest area on the track, and that is going to be where these drivers may fail tonight, or the highest probability of failure. So,
especially if you're trying to do some dive bombs into these corners, that is probably not the best place to do it. But who knows? If you could do the dive bomb, and you can make it stick. More to you.
and there is a list of penalties to be served, but I don't know if we have the perfect amount of time to list all of the penalties. So lots of EOLs from Martinsville, from Bristol, from one actually from Michigan.
What are all these drivers racing for, Fred?
Well, they're all racing for an interview, and whoever wins gets to let us know how they like their steak.
Absolutely.
So
that is an absolute requirement here, getting an interview from Frozen Apex. That's what all these drivers are racing out here. They're not racing for the glory. They're not racing for points. They're racing for a chance to have a conversation with Fred and Becker.
Yes, it is a coveted experience.
It's very, very coveted. Some would cross the giant sea for it.
Yes.
As we get through the hairpin, the pace car is going to pull it in. Fred, you know what time it is.
Alrighty. It is time to get it on in St. Pete. Barney, get ready to show him that green flag. Because we got 65 laps. Sponsored by ProSpill. Brock Morris.
If you made a mess and you need someone to clean it up, get a hold of ProSpill. They're pros.
Don't call your mom, call Dave.
That's right. Call Dave. Wait, Dave? Did Dave sponsor this?
It is Dave. That is Dave's company.
Oh my goodness. If you have a government level disaster out there, you better get a hold of ProSpill.
Yes. And hopefully none of the drivers tonight need to get a hold of ProSpill, at least regarding this race.
Yes, absolutely.
As
right now, Brock Morris is firing it off out here. Sam Hoff up a position. Ryan Housden up 2. Jarek Skinner up 3 for P4. Michael James falls down 1 position to P5. And right now, Daniel Molnix has made it up 10 positions, looking fantastic. Doing a pretty good job there, as we're watching a lot of these drivers coming through that last turn there, as we get ready to come up to that hairpin to complete this first lap. As you can see, they're already going 2 wheels. You know, if you only want to have 2 wheels down, get a motorcycle.
I mean, it helps with all 4 of the tire wear.
Yeah, that is true. But that is something that you do have to worry about this track, tires. The tires will eventually go because there is a lot of right turns. So those left tires are going to be feeling a lot of heat. And so you want to make sure that you're maintaining tire wear, and you want to make sure that you're maintaining your fuel saving through this course here, as we already have a couple drivers, Craig Martin, Jimmy Geikus, and Dylan Lamb, pulling it into the pits.
Yes, I believe they are serving some penalties. I do see a couple black flags in the pits, so they should be serving some penalties here.
With Matt Sizzler right now, starting to try to develop a pattern here. Get into the front line. And here's one of the interesting about road courses, right? Road courses, you're going to lose positions for pit rotation. As long as you continue to maintain consistency and keep it off of the wall, keep it out of each other, you're going to make it pretty far here.
Yes, definitely make sure you're keeping it out of each other unless there is some sort of consent given. Isaiah Watrous rolling around in 9th place. In that
wonderful segue.
In that post Maxwell house. Number 60, he's up 1 spot so far, keeping it in the top 10. As he is trying to track down Thomas Spencer. As we may have had an off track of Russell Windsor. Let's see if we can get eyes on that, see what happened.
You got to worry about that hairpin.
Oh,
Coming around, you got to be careful to get a little loose.
He hit that curb a little heavy, went skidding through the infield. Was able to keep her going, didn't get into John Santoro, kept it clean. And
that's that curb I was telling you about. That curb will come up and surprise you. You got to be cognizant of that curb. There's a couple more people pulling into the pits to serve their penalties, and this should be the last of the penalties. Brock Morris right now leading it out here in the front with Sam Hoff in E2. So, Brock Morris representing Juicy Spider. Doing a fantastic job out here with that Chevrolet. Sam trying to make that Ram be noticed. With that Fanatic, Simons. You know, it's very interesting that I see Simons. It was not a brand I was expecting to see. I work with a lot of Simons in my actual job. And, my second job. This is the primary job.
Yes.
Yeah. I have to... Oh, it's not Fanatic. It's Funnick.
Fanuc?
Fanuc? I don't know. What is Fanuc? I
am not sure. I'm looking that up. Automation solutions redefining productivity. So
okay.
Stuff to do with automated like robots, which I do know that Sam is into a lot of engineering. Hence Patty.
Well, that would make sense with the Simons.
Yes.
So it's Siemens.
Siemens, yes.
It's Siemens. Yeah.
Yep.
So I deal with a lot of Siemens at work. So, but yeah, so far doing a fantastic job out here. We haven't had too many hiccups. Been fairly decent racing, nice and clean. Going to be a lot of straight line racing, and we will make sure that we are keeping an eye on the track for any type of battles. Oh, and Russell Windsor looks like he may have gone around.
Let's get a look and see what happened to Russ here.
Hunter Sr. involved. Looks like he missed his brake point, lost that grip.
Vivor number 20 comes out, gets sideways. Jackson able to get around. Chris Bush gets around. I believe that was Ryan Housden, possibly.
That's maybe one of the spots that you gotta be careful.
I think that might have been Albert Lopez. Sorry if we're not super snappy on who's who. Or
Dylan Lamp. Dylan Lamp's got some damage.
That Hobie kayak. Number 55.
Looks like he does have some steering issues.
Yes.
Let me see if I can activate it. I cannot activate the event.
I am not showing it on my side, so I'll have to just wonder what happened to Dylan here as he is nursing that number.
Definitely got some damage.
55 Toyota around, assuming he's bringing it to the pits. Looks like it. Yep. He is able to get that truck worked around and into the pits. Brock Morris not afraid to hit that curb. As he is holding her out in the front.
Albert Lopez!
Oh, no.
Looked like got some damage on that front corner.
Some left front. Let's take a look and see what happened here. She's in one of the higher speed areas. Just how bumpy that
coming into
track
that
is.
Turn. Grabbed that. Yep, he grabbed it. He grabbed the curb and he lost it. He actually got damage to both sides of his front end.
Yep.
Unfortunate. Oh, no! Say it isn't so. I hate to see it. Tim McBasketball. Take a look at what happened with Tim McBasketball. I'm not really seeing too much damage. Might have been either came to a stop or had a little bit of a loopy-loop.
Chances are it's a loop-de-loop. I'm not showing it on my side. I'm not sure why.
All right. It might be that my settings might be set a little bit too high.
Oh, okay.
Back up front, Brock Morris right now 1.8 seconds into the lead over Sam Hoff. Sam Hoff is then 3 seconds, or almost 4 seconds in the lead over Ryan Housden. So you're going to have Brock Morris and Sam kind of on an island of their own Ryanhausen trying to catch up or just trying to maintain, maybe doing a little bit of conserve, a little sippy on that gas, not necessarily wanting to chug all of it. So we see Michael James leading the next kind of a group here, where you got Matt Sizzler less than a second behind as they're coming around with that first turn. Getting ready to come up to the next straightaway.
So I've heard rumor that there's almost like a jam band starting between Jared Skinner and Sam Hoff are going to be lead singers. I guess they're both very good at singing Kumbaya.
Interesting.
So I've heard rumor that they might be starting a jam band out kind of in the woods, and they're just going to kind of beat on 5-gallon pails and stuff. And both
I hope they have a permit for that.
Sing some Kumbaya around a campfire.
Hunter Sr. made a jump to the pits.
Oh.
Hopefully everything's okay with Hunter.
I do see that. Let's see if we can figure out. Looks like he pulled it into the pits and then got the quick toe to the pits. So hopefully all is okay with this number 12 Juicy Spider machine. Doesn't look like there's
might have
damage,
a connection issue.
Yeah, could be having some sort of issues. Connection at home, possibly a personal matter. So he is able to get that into the pits. And we keep
Very
going.
interesting.
Zach Stewart here up 3 spots somewhere. There he is.
Somewhere.
And
rocking that lime green and looks like a fast Fred wrap.
Yes. Yeah, that was
I heard they make really good sandwiches.
They do. Fast Fred's Wrap Shop, the best place to get a sub or a hoagie if you're in Philly. Pretty.
No cheesesteak though.
No, absolutely not. Not with or without. Current hard charger here is going to be Daniel Molnix in the number 8 Pit Viper machine. Sponsored also by K1 Speed here. Number 8 machine. That matte black really stands out compared to all the light colored trucks that he's around.
Kind of like a dark aura, you know?
Yeah, looks almost evil. Like a viper, like a pit viper.
Oh, they're not evil. They're just misunderstood creatures.
Gotcha.
Yeah, nothing wrong with the danger noodles.
It's Jackson Fanistock here in the Corona 61. I do know this is a custom scheme specifically for this race. He wanted that kind of Miami Nights feel. Give that beach vibe almost as we are in St. Pete.
With Little Caesars on the back.
Little Caesars, yes. And that is a homage to his home area. I believe he's from the state that Little Caesars is from.
Oh, well, that's a very interesting thing.
He supports them, yeah. So, like to see that. Pretty
yeah,
cool.
absolutely.
Coming back, Chris Bush, our Snap-on driver here. And that Ford
Not a bad-looking truck.
Yep. Red, white, and blue.
Continuing on. Looks like we got a little bit of a battle for the lead at the moment. Brock Morris trying to hold off Sam.
Yeah, Sam is putting the moves on Brock here. A little Ram versus Chevy action going on.
Putting the moves on, looking for some cuddles as they're getting ready to come up into turn 1. Oh, Chris Bush.
Chris Bush may have crashed. Ooh.
Oh, he's got some damage.
Hopefully that wasn't due to the announcer's curse. We're going to pretend it wasn't. It looks like he's able to get that Ford straightened back out, heading back in the right direction. We're going to keep our eye on Brock and Sam as we have a battle for the lead. Looks like it's starting to form.
We do have another battle. P9 between Nate Bogus and Zach Stewart. Do we really want to give Zach Stewart all of the camera time, air time?
Maybe not when we have a battle for the lead.
Okay.
I feel like the fans would like to see this one a little more. But it would be cool to have like a side-by-side. That would be cool. So
Maybe one day.
We'll have to
Maybe
work
one
on
day.
that in the future. All that would require is an entirely other PC build.
Oh, okay.
And a second iRacing subscription.
Craig Martin with a slowdown. Took a corner a little bit too tight. Cut that corner. Brock Morris right now trying to hold on. Juicy Spider trying to stay in front of Sam Hoff. I heard the Sam Hoff is a kind of fairly important individual.
Slightly. I do know he does have some road course experience. I believe he used to wheel a McLaren for VSCA Race League, so he is familiar with the lefts and rights, along with the straight ovals. Sam, I believe, has found himself in victory lane a couple times this season so far. Judging by it now,
pretty good.
Looks like Sam might be the only one who has something for Brock. We're going to cut back for a moment, take a look at the battle, which I thought was kind of spawning between Thomas Spencer and Isaiah Watchers here.
Well, it was, well, okay.
They were just real close when I just looked at the separation here is all.
Those Toyotas are going places. Jimmy Geikus in trouble.
Oh, and Daniel Molnix. Let's see if maybe that's something together.
Yeah.
Jimmy a little too hot.
He's real loose, loose.
Loops are around. Looks
able
like
to save it.
Just himself involved. So let's see what happened with Daniel Molnix. Molnix in that black and green Pit Viper number 8 Chevrolet. The turn. Another high-speed braking area. Oh, just missed the point. Took the safe way out. Instead of smashing the truck, he took the overflow run. Down the bike lane, he might get a ticket for that. But he is able to keep it going the right way.
Well, as long as you have 2 tires in the bike lane, you can.
That is true.
It's just a truck that identifies as a bike.
All right.
Back up front, Brock Morris and Sam Hoff.
Still
continuing to battle it out.
Slugging it out for the lead here, as it looks like we might be approaching our first bit of lap traffic. Looks like the number 95 of Alex McQueen might be just ahead of him here. It's going to be interesting. We have a race for the lead. Potentially a lapper could get in the way, could shake up this battle. Sam making a move, looking like he wanted to declare the inside, but didn't have the run into the turn.
Well, the key there is that you want to prepare for the turn and brake. You want to make sure you brake.
Yes. Yes, unless you want to drive straight through the turn, you do have to brake.
So the question is going to be, how do they navigate the lap traffic?
Assuming they do have radio communications.
Oh, we're going to see a dive bomb. We're going to see a dive bomb from Brock. And nope, not really a dive bomb. As Alex McQueen gets out of the way, doesn't want to be a part of any of that. Sam trying to take advantage, trying to inch up, trying to do some late moves, trying to do some crossovers.
Yeah, it looks
like...
Is
he able to cut it down? Not quite, but he's got the speed.
It looks like Sam is kind of taking a different approach to a lot of these turns by swinging them a little bit wider, which definitely helps him on exit. He's able to carry a little bit more speed through the turns. The problem is he's got a big old Chevrolet bumper in his way that's just not letting him by. But a lot of these exits, just how Sam's setting them up, is allowing him a little bit faster corner exit speed. But Brock is doing a great job playing defense and just not letting Sam get that run to actually spool up.
Yeah, absolutely. So Sam's going to have to figure out a tactic here, as the hard racing does cause the vehicles to slow down. But you're just hoping for a mistake, hoping that you can find an entry. And got a little bit of an off track from a Russell Windsor.
Yep, and I'm seeing that looks like Thomas Spencer might be catching up to Jared Skinner here, which might be giving us another battle on the track to kind of keep our eyes on, along with Brock and Sam. And possibly one back here with Dustin and Skyler as well. So we've got action kind of all over the track. Not your typical side-by-side like oval racing. A lot of these drivers, if they want to make a move, you almost have to plan it 2 or 3 turns before the one you want to make the move on to make sure you've got that truck ready to go when you get to that point.
It almost sounds like they have to play chess out here.
It's kind of like 4D chess. As we are catching more lap traffic. I believe that is the 22 of Craig Martin. Another Ram driver going to see if he can help or hinder this battle for the lead. As he just pulls safely out of the way, let the leaders by. As Sam is still trying to track down this 05 of Brock Morris. Sam absolutely all over the back bumper here. As he tries to get that cut on the inside, possibly a little bumper tag. As they say, just didn't mean to wreck him, just wanted to rattle his cage. As Sam is going to be side by side, he's going to declare that inside lane. And he's not going to be able to make it stick.
Not quite, but he's able to maintain that speed. So he's not out of it yet. As you can see, Brock Morris is getting a little loose up there, but able to get it back, stick it in. Tires are starting to wear out just a little bit here. Sam's still trying to find a way to dive. Try to get in there.
There's limited areas where you can really get a pass kind of on the track without roughing up the driver in front of you. And I do know these two drivers do have a lot of respect for one another, so I don't think Sam's going to make a crazy move and absolutely move the 05 out of the way, but there also comes a point where you got to make a move if you want to win a race. Fortunately, we're far away from that point, getting towards the end of the race, but I think Sam's just going to try to pick apart this 05, pray for a mistake, and I think Brock is going to do his best to not let that 15 work his way around him, and the 05 is going to try to do his best to get that coveted winner interview at the end of the race here. And for the folks at home, everyone has to be interested on how these drivers like their steak. But looking back here, as he is slowly approaching is Michael James and Ryan Houston. I believe with Brock and Sam kind of battling, they might be really wearing their tires as these guys are starting to slowly close the gap on the two leaders. Just as they've been running single file, haven't been duking it out, kind of been conserving their equipment. As you've got the number 1 and the number 98 here of Ryan Houston, Michael James doing their best to just maintain pace and let the two leaders of Brock Morris and Sam Hoff duke it out. I mean, I have a feeling the drivers in 3rd and 4th right now, along with everyone in the back, is hoping that one of these drivers makes a big enough mistake and takes both out, and then we'll have a crazy race. We'll have a crazy race on our hands. But it looks like either Sam is backing off of Brock or Brock has found a lane that he's going to be able to start pulling away from. And I'm using the term pull away from very vaguely, very loosely, as there's only a half car difference. But it is a little bit different than last lap where Sam was about trading paint with the back bumper of that Chevrolet. You can see Michael James. We cut back to the gap time on the ticker. He's only 3.7 seconds off of Sam. The last lap, he was about 4, so he's gaining about a second a lap here on the two drivers ahead, where Brock and Sam are both running about a 221. Michael James, Ryan, Matt Sisler are running a 220, so they are about almost exactly 1 second faster per lap. So it's going to be interesting to see if these guys do have a little bit more rubber on them tires, possibly a little bit more fuel in the tank, to see what's going to happen if we get a four-way battle for the lead, as you can definitely now see Michael James, Ryan Housden, and Matt Sisler starting to close this gap up on the leaders, and I have a feeling before too long it's going to be a slugfest for the lead of this race.
Well, it's definitely going to be interesting to see how this works out, as Sam is just not letting this go.
Yeah. Yeah, as this has been lap after lap for the race lead. This has got to be the most exciting battle on the track at the moment. And it's going to be even better here, as Brock and Sam just ran 221s again, and Michael James, Ryan Housden, Matt Sisler ran 220s again. So they are definitely catching up. It's back here. Daniel Molnick's just made a move on Nathan Lehman, able to get around him for that P15 spot. Daniel is up 9 positions in that pit.
Now Hard Charger is going to go to Skylar.
Skylar, yeah, she's up 12 spots here. She's trying to work herself around Ruben in that number 9.
Arguably
machine.
the best road course driver.
It got to be pretty close. I mean, putting Ruben up on a pedestal, it's kind of where he needs to be. I just have a feeling that he's kind of letting these drivers get in front of him. That way, when there's 10 to go, he can really show him who's boss. He just kind of, playing with his food kind of thing. So, yeah,
you should never play with your food.
Never should. It might not work out in your favor, but got a feeling any time now Ruben's going to turn on the heat, and we'll be discussing him up front battling with Sam and Brock, as Sam and Brock are side by side right now for the lead down the front stretch.
Oh, can they make the move? Sam will have to go wide. Does secure that inside corner. Oh, we're going to be sliding around.
Gonna say it's going to get real narrow here real quick, as Sam's very
and you're
loose.
Sitting here and you're just like, oh man, I finally got it, but P3 is in the mix as well.
Yes, as they are. I believe we're starting to see some pit rotation, as it looks like Isaiah, Skylar, and Kyle are all entering the pits right now. So it makes you wonder what these leaders have, what they got left in the tank, as now Sam is leading the race, Brock in second, Michael James is there as well, and I don't know if Sam just has saved his equipment a little bit better than Brock, but he is already kind of putting the gap on. Again, using that term loosely, it's only been half a lap here, but he's already got over a second lead on Brock, so maybe Sam has figured out a little bit better of a line. He's able to get that Ram kind of gapping out front here, as Brock Morris is going to pull her into the pits a lap before the Ram. That's going to leave Michael James with a job to do to try to catch that number 15 machine. Ryan Housden here as well. Beautiful Monster Juice number 98. Matt Sisler, the 3 birdies Ford. And Jared Skinner is going to make up your top 5. Tommy Spencer in 6th. Nate Bogus in 7th. Zach Stewart is now going to be 8th, as Brock Morris stays in the pits. John Santoro is going to be 9th. And Ruben Rodas currently in a top 10 position. Looking through the timing, seeing if we got anyone kind of near each other. Looks like the closest battle right now is going to be Jared Skinner with Thomas Spencer. Thomas trying to work that ram over from the inside of his Toyota. As Michael James, Thomas Spencer both pull her into the pits there. Sam Hoff able to keep it out still. He's got to be about running on empty. Yeah, you can see it there. Sam Hoff running pretty close to E. Wondering how much he has saved in the tank here. We have to assume he'll be pulling her into the pits here soon.
You would hope so. You would hope so.
Or maybe not. Maybe he's, I mean, he was racing pretty hard there. I'm not sure how much he saved in the beginning, but I expect we should see Sam pit this lap. It looks like he is. Yep, he is coming in. All right.
Sam's going to come in, so then Ryan might be...
Assume that's going to make the same.
Ryan decides he got enough fuel.
He's saved enough. Well, in Ryan's defense, he wasn't necessarily battling a position lap after lap after lap, so he might have been able to kind of turn the Jets back a little bit and save at least a lap's worth of fuel. You know, or not.
yeah, or not. You know, we'll find out, folks.
We shall find out.
What's this red light on next to my fuel gauge?
You can just put a piece of tape over that.
Yep, just put a tape. Miscellaneous alarm. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to see here.
One of them pesky tire pressure monitoring sensors.
Oh, yes, the good old TMPS.
TPMS sensor. That's all it is. Your gas cap's loose or something. I don't know. It's throwing an evap code.
Yeah. Look, we got a race to worry about. We don't need to worry about no damn emission codes.
Yeah. This ain't California. This is Florida. We don't have to worry about emissions.
So Ryan continuing to lead it out. Does Ryan pull it in now? Oh, no. Thomas Spencer.
Oh, no. As Ryan stays out for another lap, this must be a hybrid ram. You know, Stellantis is well known for their hybrid vehicles. Let's take a look at what happened to Tommy Spencer here. He's entering the first set of turns of the race track. Jared Skinner coming out of the pits there. Oh, Tommy just a little too hot and heavy. Out of the turn. Didn't loop her all the way around. Just got a little too high, wide, and handsome. Good drift.
Great save, though. Great save.
Was a good save. There's a little bit better method to put heat in those tires.
Roast them?
I would say the swervies, or just kind of drive the car around the truck around the track.
Whoa. We're not here to drive. We're here to race.
Yeah. But, I mean, if you want to skid and put a flat spot on them, that's your perspective. If you like the vibration, maybe. Ooh, as we might have a wreck. Nathan Lehman, Jared Skinner. Let's take a look. I don't know if this is together, but it happened pretty much at the same time.
2 separate laps.
Oh, okay. Nathan Lehman here. Into the turn. Oh, just missing the turn, using the overflow. And away he goes. Let's see what happened with Jared Skinner. Juicy Spider number 7. Oh, hard into the wall there. Yep, just lost it on that curb, broke that truck free. Doing his best to get turned around. Maybe some contact with Skylar Jones, as Ryan Housden did pull it into the pits, got some fuel, assuming some tires, and that's going to leave Brock Morris back to lead in this race. And that's going to set Sam Hoff kind of on the patience game, as Sam has, what, 2 more laps worth of fuel and worth of tire, but he is only 2 seconds behind Brock. So going to be interesting to see if Sam can close this gap again and if he'll give us another battle for the lead.
Well, we got plenty of time to figure that out.
Oh, yes, we're not even halfway through this one, ladies and gentlemen. We are only 25 laps in.
As they would say in the showbiz, fuck.
Michael James has
Michael
James. Matt Sisler is right behind it.
Matt Sisler, yeah.
Michael James.
They combined. They could use their Wonder Twin powers.
Yes, they've combined into one.
If that isn't a throwback, I don't know what is.
Yes. Metal, I do have to step away for just a minute. I will be right back.
No.
No pressure. This is just our first ever cup race. So no
know.
pressure at all. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna get a notification to my email that this channel has been removed from YouTube. I will be right back.
Alrighty, so up back front, Brock Morris hanging onto that lead. Sam Hoff not that far behind. Couple seconds, plenty of time to make it on Michael James, currently in P3 with Matt Sisler for P4. Currently, we got a little bit of a battle going on here. Skylar Jones trying to defend her position here. 47. What a wonderful, wonderful number we got going here. 14 positions, definitely looking for that hard charger award. We got another battle back here as well with Daniel Molnix trying to catch Kyle Halitsky. Able to do that as Kyle gets a little bit into the wall. Kyle trying to rewriting that truck back up. That gives Daniel a position to continue on. Way to go, Viper. And strikes another one. Moving on up, we got a little bit of a battle going on with Thomas Spencer and Skylar Jones. Skylar making her moves on the inside. Thomas not able to hold it. They're going to be side by side. They're dragging down the straightaway here, going for P9. Now they're up for P8 through traffic in the pits. Skylar looking for that inside line. Can she make it hold? She's definitely down there. She's got the line. Thomas trying to find, cannot get to the inside. Skylar gets another position for P8. All right. As now John is making a pass, and John gets around Thomas Spencer. Thomas Spencer falling like a rock in the water. Hopefully going to be able to find some sort of grip, some sort of move, get back up on top of there as Skylar moves up to P8.
I am back. One thing I did notice, Thomas Spencer was given a slowdown during that time.
There's a spot in the track that you're not supposed to go over, and
just a suggestion.
It's just a suggestion. Remember, you can do all the cutting you want. Just gotta do the slowdown with the person stuck behind you. That's all you gotta do. Skylar dealing with lap traffic, trying to get up there, trying to make some more positions. Brock Morris still leading this race. Juicy Spider.
Yes, Brock out front. Sam is slowly closing the gap. We were just a little over 2 seconds difference. But
we got a fan. We got a fan looking at Matt Sisler.
Matt Sisler's got a fan. Welcome in. Welcome in.
Oh, no. Nathan going around, had to use the escape.
This must
that time
be...
machine.
Must be a trouble spot. I believe he had to use that a few laps ago as well, but hopefully this truck being a little bit off pace doesn't affect our leaders, as Brock Morris and Sam Hoff are now rapidly approaching the 66 machine.
We got Craig Martin, look like Craig Martin also having some trouble.
Oh, and he's going to get the tow.
Motor gone, getting towed. Smoke piling out EPA is on their way.
Good thing we have Pro
Let's
Spill.
see here. Pro Spill is on the case. Coming up here, this is one of that spots where you got to watch for those crosswalks. I like to start braking at that first crosswalk, start my turn in on the second crosswalk, but you can just see there's a lot of rubber came in a little bit too fast and just hit those tires.
Yep. Very
Aperture there to take away your self-esteem.
Yes, very
Back up
unfortunate.
from Brock Morris. Yeah, Brock Morris trying to catch up there. I believe that was Nathan right in front of him. It is Nathan. Nathan is right in front of them in that 66 Tide machine. Looking through the glove box, trying to find some Tide Pods to throw them out there, to do something to get them away. Doesn't want to lose that lead lap as Nathan is running for it. Brock right there on the behind. See him into the wall. He's going to make a line for the inside. Going to force the driver on the outside to do something they don't want to do, which is use that left brake pedal as Brock gets around. Brock back up on front here, making some moves. Sam Hoffman riding the Bronco. Well, honestly, it's a mountain goat. Riding that mountain goat as it is running with a ram.
Michael
James.
Sisler here. Now, I do appreciate the colors of this number 87. I kind of like that
Oh,
tealy.
more fans are coming in for Sizzler.
Tealy
Does Sizzler
blue.
know? Does Sizzler know that he got fans?
I think he does. I think he knows he's got some fans.
Okay, I would hope.
We'll have to run a poll at some point. If we get any more of the Cup broadcast, we'll have to run a poll of who has more fans of Matt Sisler or Tim McBasketball.
Tim McBasketball.
Tim McBasketball.
One of a kind.
Now, I'm not sure, being it was kind of a last-second opportunity for us to take over the Cup broadcast tonight. I'm not sure how far and wide the note got to tune into Frozen Apex tonight. So hopefully the fans are pleased that it's getting out there so they can come hang out and support their favorite drivers. And hopefully none of these drivers are getting their text messages blown up saying, hey, where's the broadcast at? Because some new guys taking it over for tonight. And no one knows who we are.
How are these people? Are these guys good people? Should we
they
trust them?
Okay.
Are
Okay.
they decent people?
Yeah. Probably not. It's a safe assumption.
Yes. So back up front, Brock Moore is continuing to lead it out here as we are starting to approach the halfway mark of this road course at St. Petersburg, Florida, where the palm trees sway with no wind. Don't think too much into it, Fred. Just don't think too much into it. Just go with the flow.
All right.
Go with the flow.
All right. Not thinking too much into it.
Oh, Russell Windsor in trouble again. Oh!
Whoa. Almost collecting Ruben Rodas there.
Ruben almost got collected there. Good on Ruben. Ruben was about to be like, look, man, you're messing with my gig here. I'm waiting for the end.
Yeah,
Throw it out there.
I can't lap everyone in the last 10 laps if you junk my truck.
Yeah, I need my truck in perfect working order. So right now, Brock Moore is trying to... Ooh. What's going on? Sam had a little bit of an issue
yeah,
there.
Sam looks a little bit off pace. I'm not sure.
Sam was right there. Sam was sniffing. And then just... I don't know if...
Maybe brush the wall. I'm gonna rewind here. Looked like it just
I
happened.
think he missed his breaking point.
Yeah.
I think he missed the breaking point.
Yes, he was really putting the pressure on the Chevrolet here. You can see, yeah, it looks like it was just a late cut, missed the break point.
Did do a little tap-a-rooney on that, or excuse me, punt-a-rooney. No, it's a tap-a-rooney. Tap-a-rooney on those tires out there. So, but it is going to be more difficult at that spot as more and more rubber comes down. It is going to be harder and harder. It's very slick out there. You can see that they're coming out of these turns where all this rubber's been laid down. Super slick. They're out there ice skating. Hopefully we don't see any single, double, or triple axles out here.
Oh boy, yeah.
As everyone's trying to keep it down, keep it clean.
Looks
Matt
like
Sisler doing a pretty good job.
Ryan
What?
Housden's hunting him down.
Ryan is a hunting. I like the birds.
You like the birds?
Yeah, I like the birds. You see the birds on Matt Sisler? It's got birds.
I do. It's sponsored by 3 Birdies, which I do believe is a golf apparel company that Matt works with. I believe they are like a a sponsor for Matt. It is I
Outstanding.
believe, a golf apparel company. So Matt used to be one of our East drivers. So when we were covering East series of last season, we did get a few interviews with Matt. He was explaining it to me, as Matt used to be direct teammates with a good friend of his, Alan Steigerwald.
Who?
Alan's Lil Hooper, as you would know him.
Who's this Alan Steigerwald? So Brock Morris is doing quite comfortable, making it up here. Got about 2.5 seconds on Sam. Sam is trying to gather up, get back up in front there. Michael James coming around, making his appearance known. As Michael James is making the way down on top of Nathan there. Matt Sizzler, we've been talking about Matt Sizzler. We got Ryan being a monster in that monster machine, trying to catch that Ford. As Matt Sizzler gets a little bit, but he's able to hold it and defend his position. Great move by Matt Sizzler, holding Ryan behind. Trick Ryan into following, caused Ryan to be a little bit loose, a little slippery out there. But you know what they say when you're loose?
Loose is fast if you're on dirt.
No, you need to tighten up your belt.
Oh, all right. This is quite a battle here for the 4th place position. Ryan is keeping the pressure on, really filling up that rear view mirror of the 87.
That's if you're using the mirror.
True.
You may not just be. You may not even just. I don't want to do it. Yes, the Sizzler. Matt Sizzler is the Sizzler?
The Sizzler. He is hot.
He is hot. Okay, all right.
All right.
I've never seen Matt Sizzler personally, but I'll take your word for it.
So he does stream over on Twitch. I would assume he's live right now. I believe it's
I thought you were about to be like, well, he does streak, so
he does streak. Yeah, he might be live over on only Twitch. No, he is. I believe he should be live if he's still on his Twitch channel there. Sis Money Gaming.
Sis or Sizz?
Sis Money Gaming, like his first 3 letters. SIS. Sis Money Gaming 87, I believe.
Underscore gaming. Sis Money underscore gaming, not currently live. Must be very focused.
Dialed in. You want to just send him a message real quick. Hey, I don't care that you're battling with Ryan for 4th place right now. Could you just go live? Your fans want you to go live. That's more important than where you finish in this race.
Yeah. Pull him up into the booth. Hey, you got a copy? Yeah. What do you want? Go live and then hang up. As Matt Sizzler maintaining P4. Trying to defend the position and move it up there, but we still got a little bit of room here. So, we're about to approach lap 40. We're over the halfway mark, and you got to start thinking, do I have the go-go juice? Do I need some more go-go juice? Now, more than likely, they haven't changed their tires. Seeing how sliding these trucks are and how they basically are bald. They're going to need tires on this next pit stop. So you want to make sure you establish a good amount of distance so you don't lose. You want to try and conserve the tires as much as you can. Try to get an extra lap if you can. But you're going to have to get tires, and you're going to have to get some more fuel. So I think, honestly, if you're racing out here, you probably only need 2 sets of tires, unless the race admin and race controls are like, no tires. You only get 1 set. That's it. Which that'd be a little rough on this track. Back up front, Brock Morris. Doing pretty good. Just enjoying the Sunday drive, still maintaining good pace, doing 2040s. So, good on Brock Morris. Sam starting to drop off a little bit here. Nothing wrong with that. Just trying to save that truck. Sometimes you do have to back off the pace a little bit to keep it under control, but still technically running faster than Brock. So we are not done with Sam. Michael James on an island on his own, just kind of enjoying the drive, enjoying the weather, the palm trees. Sitting here in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Yes, enjoying the palm trees with no wind.
And they're swaying.
And they're swaying. And being this is in Florida, it's a good thing that it's warm out. It's a good thing that Matt Sisler is hot, because we don't want any iguanas falling out of them palm trees.
Or kangaroos.
Or kangaroos, the dreaded kangaroo across the track. Brock Morris putting down about 4.5 seconds, 4.25 seconds here on Sam Hoff. I just have to assume Sam is now in conservation mode, waiting for the end of this race before he tries to strike. As Michael James is about 8 seconds off of Sam. Matt is about 8 off of Michael. And Ryan Housden is still knocking on the back bumper of Matt Sisler here.
Well, don't want to knock too hard, because then you can cause damage to yourself.
It's a battle here. Isaiah Watrous defending against John Santoro for P6.
John Santoro with the dive bomb gets to the inside. Now, can he close the door to prevent Isaiah from getting to the inside? Does successfully do it. That position's now John, Isaiah, not sleeping on the job. Nate Bogus is also right there.
Yeah, he is right behind.
Now, I feel like I've seen this name before. Nate Bogus. Nate Bogus.
He's one of the admins. I believe he joined the Summit GT League. I don't think he's ran yet, so I think he's waiting for Season 2.
I'm wondering if getting Bogus and Burgess mixed with each other.
Could be.
Could be.
Skylar Jones, gotta say, she's been doing a great job recouping. Had a little incident early on and has driven this truck up 15 spots.
She's doing a fantastic job out here. Good on her.
Absolutely crushing it. Thomas Spencer trying to... Hope she makes a mistake. Thomas Spencer back about 4 spots, possibly saving for the end here. We got 28 laps to go. Daniel Molnix has recouped pretty well. He had a couple bobbles early on. He's back up 12 positions as he's trying to work on Zach Stewart, but got a little ways to go. See Tim McBasketball giving him the spot here. Ruben Rodas probably getting ready to start winding this Ram up to really start sending her to the front of the race. Any second now, we should be seeing this Ram battling with Sam Hoff and Brock Morris.
Now, one thing I do want to note, Matt Sisler starting to pull away.
Yeah, Matt Sisler.
Don't know if that is just the talent of the Sizzler cooking his way up there, or if Ryan had a little bit of a misstep and had to get... Oh, and we got a couple of people... Nathan Lehman having some issues there, used that escape, trying to keep that machine alive. And we also had Russell Windsor had a little bit of an issue. Hopefully the machine is doing good in that Vever. Vever legit?
Is Vivor legit? Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
There's a little bit of backstory to that truck.
Did you not like the Sizzler joke? Is that what we're talking about? Is that why you were doing your fake laugh? Why do I do these broadcasts with you? If you ain't gonna laugh at my jokes.
Oh, boy.
Where to even begin? Matty Sis has found another gear. Well, that's going to be interesting because I think there's only 4.
Yeah, if he added another gear, I don't know if that's going to pass post-race inspection.
Yeah, that's not something I would be advertising out here.
But yes, Matt Sisler, he's got time to do it, but he's got about 8 seconds to try to catch Michael James for a podium. He's about 21 seconds off the lead. Definitely doable if some mistakes happen, but never say never.
Since now I heard the Sizzler, all I keep thinking of is the restaurant chain Sizzlers. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
I have heard of it, yes.
Yeah. And all I can think of right now is all you can eat popcorn shrimp.
Whoa!
Oh, getting a little loose out there.
Yeah,
Not looking good for Matt Sizzler. But Matt Sizzler, great recovery, holding it down. Oh, boy.
Not really sure what spawned that truck to break loose. I'm not sure if it was dirty air coming off the back of Jackson or if he just got a little too hot out of the turn.
Let's take a look on here so you can see coming up here. Starting to step on it. Oh, yeah, he stepped on it a little bit too hard.
Just that truck kind of breaking free. You got to feel for it. That was gonna
scary situation.
That allows Ryan Houston to kind of close the gap a little bit here.
Too much power underneath the hood of that Ford. Amen. Amen.
Oh.
I love hearing it.
Oh boy.
Absolutely.
Here we go.
My engines are roaring out here. We got a Ford fan into the group.
Here we go.
Yeah, Fred can't stand how much I love Fords.
The Cup fans don't know the Ford lore.
No. No, they don't.
Long story short, Metal and I are we broadcast another league. In that league, Metal has a team called Ford Brothers Racing that runs, and it's him and a couple others on that team. Well, we created a logo for that team called Ford Brothers Racing.
And if you haven't picked up on it, I am a Wood Brothers Racing fan.
Yes.
And so I had commissioned Fred here make me a logo kind of like Wood Brothers Racing, making it Ford Brothers Racing.
And Metal goes to another one of our friends named Chris. His was his 10-year it was a vow renewal, right?
Yeah, it was a vow renewal.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what is that. But,
yeah, so it was out in Vegas, and when in Vegas, you get your race team's logo tattooed on your shoulder. Chain Graboid,
true story.
That is absolutely a Juicy Spider truck leading the Sam Hoff number 15 by about 8.5 seconds. We did have...
Or AKA a mile.
A mile. Yeah, we did have an amazing battle for, probably half a dozen laps, maybe more, maybe less.
Maybe a baker's dozen.
Between Brock Morris and Sam Hoff, where Sam Hoff actually capitalized and got around Brock. Pit cycles happened. Brock got out. Sam stayed out for 2 additional laps. Then when Sam pit, Brock took the lead back. Sam caught up to Brock and bobbled in one of the turns, and since then, Brock has just kind of been pulling away. Oh, looks like Ryan Housden gets himself a slowdown, trying to put the pressure on.
You got to be careful, that turn 2. Turn number 2, there is a spot that you can jump the bumpers, but if you jump them too much, you will get a slowdown. And that's the only slowdown spot that I am aware of on this track. Is turn 2.
Okay.
So if we follow along with Brock Morris, as Brock Morris is coming around the hairpin, we'll be able to show you about this turn 2 that we are speaking of. As we come on, we're going to ride up on Chase for a little bit. I'm going to show you this spot. Done this track many, many times. So you can see here, coming into turn number 1, you get through here. Right? And then you want to kind of take it wide, and then right here, that's turn 2. So you can see those race stripes on the inside. Now, you can put 2 tires on them, that's fine. But you put 4 tires on that, and that is a cut. And that is the only spot that I'm aware that there's a slowdown for this track.
All right, good analysis. I feel like I'm up in the booth with Larry McReynolds here.
I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Brock Morris coming around the corner, making it through in the 05 Juicy Spider.
As Matt Sisler's going to stay out from the pits. He's got about an additional 2 more laps over Brock Morris.
Oh, what is this? We got some people pitting. Guess who's in P2? None other than the Sizzler.
Yep, that's what I was just about to say. Is we got a battle for second here.
I didn't mean to take your thunder there.
No, you're good. It's what we do. Is we steal each other's thunder. and then we hand it back as lightning.
We
Daniel
are not
Molnick's getting a
Thunder
slowdown.
Buddies.
We are not Thunder Buddies. Harsh.
Danny Molnix with that slowdown. If we take it back, here we might actually have a chance to take a look. Well, first off, we're not going to watch. We're going to go back to Daniel Molnix, and we're going to talk about this cut right here. So you can see right there, right? So if we back it up just a little bit, you can see here, right there. You can see, cut that line, and that is what caused that slowdown.
Basically, the way to remember that is you can put the left side tires on it. Don't put the right side tires on it.
Absolutely. Call the race. Oh, right. Never mind. I'll just quiet down.
Metal, shut up, would you? God.
Shut up.
Just call the race, man.
Matt Sizzler right now is in the lead.
Yes.
Way
Matt,
to go. Way to go, Matt. Putting
Matt
it on
is
for the fans out here.
out front. Gotta be thinking pit here soon. Might have an additional lap in this Ford spared, as he can go about. Everyone's pitting about 20 to 23 laps. He pushed at 22 last time. He's been kind of racing hard with Ryan Housden, so not sure if that burnt any additional fuel. You can see Brock Morris right behind him there, waiting for them two to pull in, and Brock will take the lead back. But Matt sitting in a good spot, really. As did Timmick Basketball just crash? Was that a recent happening? I feel like I saw a truck in the background go absolutely full speed through a turn. If this is what I thought I just saw, I think Timmick Basketball completely misses a braking zone. That is what I saw, but it's not as bad as I thought it was. Okay. From the angle we were just in watching the Matt Sisler battle, I thought that Timmick Basketball lost his brakes, not just skid into there. But Ryan Housden able to stay out on the lead here. Matt Sisler pulling it into the pits, actually just pulling it out of the pits. And Brock Morris back out front as he's able to get around Ryan Housden. Ryan, I believe, is going to have to pit here at some point. That's putting Brock in the lead, and must be Sam had a good pit stop as he is able to cut that gap that Brock had to about 5 seconds, where it was just about 8 seconds. So Sam must have beat Brock a little bit in the pits. You can see a little bit of right front damage. That front tire's partially exposed through the fender of that truck. Not sure.
That's a little bit of damage. But maybe it's just one of those things like you just gotta put it in the wall real quick to put that alignment where you need it.
Yeah. Might not want to turn left very well, so toe the right front in. That'll help her steer left. For all 4 of the left-hand turns.
Yes, correct.
And Sisler's back out on his out lap. He's now by himself. He's 14 seconds behind Michael James. And he's about 16 seconds ahead of Isaiah Watchers here.
Isaiah looking like trying to break the clean air. Or might have got a little bit loose. Either way. Isaiah looking pretty good out there. P6.
Thomas Spencer looking good. He's got his way back up to a top 10 spot. Skylar's still sitting as hard charger. She's worked her way up to the 8th place position. Putting on a fantastic run here in St. Pete. A little bit of left front damage. Could be helping that Ram turn a little bit. Similar to the Sam Hoff Ram.
Well, I mean, Brock Morris is doing a fantastic job right now. 6 seconds over Sam Hoff as Ryan Housden finally does come it in, pulls it in. Only got 19 laps to go here. So could be trying to save and might have a little bit extra tire
to really push a run for these people.
Yes. I got nervous entering turn 1 there as we switched back to Brock Morris. I saw Chris Busch kind of send it in on the low side. I was just thinking that Chris might wipe out the leader, but he did a good job getting that truck slowed down, allowing the leader into the turn. So nothing came of it, but when we switched that camera angle to Brock, I thought it might have been the end of him.
Well, you know, sometimes people are going to surprise you.
Yes, I for some reason thought Chris Busch was going to give the Brock Morris 05 the old, punterino, but fortunately
Yes.
he didn't. So we get to enjoy Brock Morris leading it still with Sam Hoff trying to track him down. A little less than a 7-second gap here. Starting to wonder if that right front is causing a bit of a slowdown for the Ram machine, as earlier in the race we were seeing Sam really duking it out hard with Brock Morris, but since that right front damage has kind of appeared, it seems like Sam's just slightly off pace that 05 of Brock.
Just a little bit. So right now he's kind of maintaining an 1830, whereas Brock is maintaining a 1780. So
Yes.
definitely a little off pace, but we still have a couple more laps here. 18 are left as we are finishing up this race here. Michael James in a good position in P3. Holding it out, 9 seconds behind from Sam and about 17 seconds from Matt Sizzler. Matt Sizzler hanging out in P4 and got Ryan Housden. Ryan Housden's coming back up again, but got a little bit of a gap on Ryan.
As Isaiah and Skylar's been working her way through. Is she going to have anything for Isaiah in that number 60 Maxwell House?
I would definitely not count her out.
As she blinks away.
I
would not count her out, and back to the pitch she goes. Oh, that would be absolutely terrible. She's been driving a fantastic race here.
Yeah.
Sitting currently in the hard charger position.
16 positions gained.
Yeah, 16 spots up. See it there on the scoreboard in the 8th. Skylar Jones up 16 spots. So fantastic run at St. Pete. Looking to gain another if she can just get around Isaiah here.
Oh, and the Sizzler has some damage.
Oh, what happened? Wonder what happened.
Definitely got a little bit of push in on that tire, but it looks like it's still doing a pretty good job. But definitely had some damage there. Hopefully nothing too critical.
Yeah, it looks like the hood's buckled up a little bit. Definitely a little bit of right front damage. Doesn't seem to really be slowing him up a ton, but we'll make note here as it looks like Ryan is kind of starting to catch him a little easier. So very unfortunate for the 87. Whatever happened didn't slow him down enough for us to get a notification, so we can't immediately cut back to him to see exactly what happened, as our software doesn't kind of work like that. So unfortunate for him, but rooting for him that he can hold off the 98 of Ryan Housden. But I'm sure Ryan is now licking his chops, as if he knows the 87's got damage, he might be able to make a move right here down the front stretch if he throws the dive bomb into turn 1.
It looks like Matt Sizzler's trying to defend that dive bomb.
Taking that defensive line to the inside. But Ryan is setting up for the exit here, it looks, but he's not going to have the space.
Not going to be able to get it.
Yep. Matt looking a little loose on exit. Could have just a little bit of an overdrive there.
Doing pretty good. Is now definitely running a defensive line. It's not the fastest line, but it helps hold your position.
Yes, it shuts down that inside lane, which is going to make it very difficult for Ryan Housden to show a nose. And he's almost saying, if you want to take it, you're going to have to move me for it. So Ryan's going to have to pass him clean at some point. But he's going to have to catch him and get alongside him first if he wants to get around that 87 of Matt Sisler. And I think one of the optimal places to do that is to try to drag race him down the front here.
Oh, no. Almost got it.
Looks like Ryan's got the draft here. Pulling some draft, but Ryan seems to choose that outside lane. I think he's trying to play the kind of the long approach here as he does chop to that inside. Whoa, almost a little bit of contact there. That was real close. It does definitely seem like Ryan does have the faster truck at the moment, but Matt is doing a good job defending. So we do have two battles really right now. We got this one that we're focusing on, and we've also got Isaiah still defending against Skyler. But this one's definitely a little bit of a closer battle at the moment.
Actually, I believe it's Skyler trying to hold off Nate Bogus and Thomas Spencer.
Oh,
I think
yes.
Isaiah's a little bit further out there.
Once we see how this pans out, we can cut back over to that.
Matt Sisler doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, he's definitely still hitting his marks, and for Ryan, you kind of want to not overdrive. You got to be patient in this situation. Is if you know that Ford's a little bit slower than you, you can't rush the pass, or you might make a mistake yourself that could be detrimental.
Yes.
As Ryan
trying to see if still can't get it. Can't get to that inside line on turn number 2.
Yes, no.
And usually if you can get to the inside on turn number 2, you're going to have it.
Right, so inside of the helmet, inside of the mind of Ryan Housden, he just kind of has to pace himself and see if Matt makes a mistake. He's got to not slow himself down, but definitely not overdrive that 98 machine. So once you start overdriving, you're going to burn up your equipment a lot faster. You could also miss the opportunity because you might be carrying, too much speed. And the last thing we want to see is, these trucks to come together. We don't want to see a wreck for a pass, especially on a road course. Leave that for the short tracks,
Yeah. Yeah, you want to leave all of that anger for the short tracks, not necessarily the road track.
As these drivers...
you see, Matt Sisler still pushing that truck very hard. Able to hold the position, so at this point, Ryan Housden might be kind of conserving a little bit here, waiting for the very end. As Ryan does have the fresher tires by 2 laps. Once again, gets a little bit loose there, is not able to get it. Ryan and Matt Sisler are able to run away a little bit from here. As we have 13 to go. Very interesting battle for P4.
Yes. We're going to take a look here as Skyler did get around Isaiah. Now it looks like Nate Bogus is working on Isaiah as well. And so is Thomas Spencer, I believe. Yeah, he's there as well. So kind of a 4-way battle here, 4-7. Skyler leading the way. And Skyler just overtook Isaiah. Now we got to see if Nate Bogus has anything for Isaiah, or if maybe Isaiah just slipped up a little bit to let Skyler by. Ooh, Isaiah looks a little loose on exit there. Oh, and someone just smoked that outside back wall.
Ooh.
Did you see that?
Hopefully they're okay.
Was that Tim McBasketball?
Okay.
I believe that was Tim McBasketball, as he is now showing a meatball. So let's take a look at this and see what happened to the 93 machine here. possibly missing a braking point, possible brake failure. He's just carrying some speed. Oh, got into that tire barrier. Just kind of a little late on the brake zone. The 93 hits the tires. And I think pop goes the motor of this truck. She might be dead sitting there.
Unfortunate. Don't want to see it happen. Don't want to be it in the truck when it happens to you.
Yeah. Back
in
up
front,
here.
Matt Sizzler right now, still very well defending, pushing that truck as hard as they can.
Yes, and I believe we may be looking... Never mind. I'm not sure what my software was just doing, so disregard what I was about to say. For a second, it showed that...
there's that...
What's that?
I was gonna say, there's that little Hooper guy again.
Oh, he's here. He is here. What up, man? What a guy.
We do have a Tim McBasketball fan in here saying that 93 loves that.
Yeah, he loves it a lot. I don't want to say what I was about to say.
Yeah, you probably should.
Let's just say it involves child support.
Yes. 10 to go here. Brock Morris leading right now by 10 seconds.
Yeah, Sam Hoff is really going to have to try to dial this ram in, but I have a feeling that right front damage is just enough to slow that 15 ram down.
Luckily, though, the damage is not severe enough that it actually cut that tire. So, fortunate on him to be able to keep it going. But P2, a very respectable position. Just got to hold on here for a couple more laps.
Yes, and you have to wonder if that Ice Mountain spring water Sam is sponsored by could be trickling on that tire, just helping keeping it cool, maybe lubricating where the fender is rubbing.
I hope not, because that would be illegal.
It's only illegal if you get caught, and I have a feeling this 15 knows the tech man pretty well.
Oh, I just learned that Juicy Spider trucks automatically get +5 horsepower.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know that they needed a handicap. All right.
All right. Well, fortunate for them, the number 5 gets a +5, and that's putting a 10-second gap on the 1-5.
Yeah.
If we're talking 5s.
Oh, so many 5s.
All of the 5s.
Coming here under 10 to go now.
Yes, 4 + 5 laps left.
And P4 is getting interesting. It's getting hot. Once again, Ryan Housden trying to make a move. Matt Sizzler holding on to that position.
Yes, as it looks like also Thomas Spencer was able to get around Isaiah Watrous, and now we are trying to battle with Nate Bogus here. We're going to be interesting to see what Thomas still has in the tank of that Toyota. Is he able to make a move on the 11, then try working his way down to catch up to Skyler? Skyler up 17 spots. Just an absolutely fantastic run on the road here.
Yeah. Doing a great job.
Not to
Had
be
a little bit of a stumble, but got back up. So
yeah, and it's not to be shadowed away, but another amazing run here. Daniel Molnick's up 14 spots. So
Daniel's been all over the place.
Yeah, he has been to the back of the pack. He's been up towards the front of the pack. He has been kind of everywhere. He's currently in the 11th place spot, 14 positions up from where he started at 25th. So just an awesome run for the number 8 machine. Good, able to recoup, kind of save some points. As it's looking like Thomas might be setting up an attack here in the next lap or so.
With 8 to go. Pretty good. Looking good.
Is that Brentley number 3 planning an attack?
Not yet. Not yet. Maybe trying to get into the mindset. making them think I'm gonna dive bomb. Maybe think I'm gonna do a crossover.
Of the dentist choice number 11. He's gonna probably give him another lap or two before he tries to make that move. Take a look here. Matt Sisler still holding off Ryan Housden. He has been on defense for jeepers the last 10, 15 laps since he's got that damage on the right front.
Sizzler continuing to hold it on here. Got 6 more to go. As we are about to finish it up here.
Matt Sisler might have some different schemes soon. Is he like a different playbook or a different car or truck? He's bringing a different playbook.
Matt trying to get that outside line, but just doesn't have the grip. Every time trying to make that move, keeps sliding around. Ryan's going to have to change up his tactics to figure it out here.
Thomas
Spencer
Spencer.
gets around Nate.
Yeah, side by side with Nate, able to close the door on the front stretch. Thomas Spencer has secured the 8th place position as he's now got to defend that number 11 and is going to try to catch that number 47 with 6 laps to go.
Yes. We're almost done here. For the folks tuning in with this last part of this track, it's been a race.
It has been. That's exactly what it's been. Brock Morris has been lights out dominant. There was a short while kind of before the first pit cycle where Sam Hoff was giving him one hell of a run for his money. But after the pit, everything folded out. I believe Sam suffered a bit of right front damage that's able to just slow that Ram down enough to allow the Chevrolet of Brock Morris, Juicy Spider 05, to kind of check out from this. He's got over a 10-second lead, so 6 laps to go. The only things really stopping him right now is himself or a lapper, as it's highly unlikely that Sam's kind of able to catch him now, unless Sam really turns on the admin nitrous or something here.
Yeah, gonna need a little bit of help here. The fans at home have broken the conspiracy. Juicy Spiders, 10 letters, 6 laps to go. 10 minus 6 is 05 apparently. So interesting math there, I believe.
That's definitely
not correct.
Some Steiner math. If you need to throw in some percentages, so 10 minus 6 is 05 for Brock Morris.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll take your word for it.
Yeah, we'll take your word on that. Michael James right now, quite confidently has got potentially he's gonna get a podium, gonna get that coveted interview. Just gotta keep it clean, keep it on the track, keep that Ruben Rodas behind you, because that guy could still come alive here. 5 to go. So, interesting little news. Matt Sisler's pulling away.
Matt Sisler is starting to put the gap on Ryan Housden.
Yeah, looks like finally figured out how to drive this machine with a little bit of that damage and able to make it work.
Yeah, good.
So, Matt Sisler doing a fantastic job here. Nate trying to get a hold of Thomas Spencer. As Thomas Spencer was able to get around, securing that P8 position. Nate trying to catch up with Thomas up there. Skylar Jones doing fantastic. She's been up and down a little bit, maintaining a good position here, and currently in contention for Hart Sargent.
One hell of a
What does the
job.
hard charge winner? What did the hard charge winner receive?
They
award
get
did they
a beautiful image of their truck on the overlay that we use at the end of the race that says hard charger and how many positions they've gained.
So coveted.
Very coveted.
Back up here, 4 to go. Soon to be 3. Brock Morris, 11 seconds in the lead. Currently maintaining P1. Sam Hoff in P2. Michael James in P3.
Yeah.
Matt Sizzler in P4.
Oh, Ryan looks
Ryan
like
Housden,
might be putting
P5.
the pressure back on. Before these two get too heated, I do want to mention Michael James. We haven't really talked a whole ton about him, but man, has he run a consistent race all night. He's been pretty much podium for most of the night. Qualified in 4th. Just been running a fantastic, clean race. Has been, he's kept it clean, like I said, but hasn't really been in a whole ton of drama as the two leaders kind of pulled away, and he's able to pull away from Matt Sisler. So he's kind of been on an island all night long, which doesn't necessarily bring the spotlight to you, but he's been on an island for a good reason, as he's able to keep separation between him and the car behind, and just unfortunate he's not able to catch the car ahead. But I guess if you're not battling, you can keep the truck alive as long as you're running clean.
Yep.
Back
absolutely.
here, Matt Sisler, Ryan Housden are about to be in a slugfest, as Ryan is now putting a lot of pressure on that number 87 machine.
We got 3 left here soon. Popsicle sticks are going to go in the air from Barney.
Oh, and Ryan Housden
Ryan!
makes a mistake
Oh!
battling for 4th. Oh, Santoro
Get a
just
little bit of contact.
touches the back there. Man, it's super unfortunate. 3 laps to go, and Ryan Housden sends it around, battling for 4th place. That's going to keep Matt Sisler on an island by himself. And now Matt Sisler can kind of just coast this 87 home, as he's 17 seconds behind Michael James, and he is now just under 7 seconds ahead of John Santoro. So unless John has something really wound up in the tank here, it's looking pretty good for Matt Sisler to take home a 4th place position.
Not a bad exchange, if I would say. But Brock Morris coming up, white flag. Barney's going through his stash of flags. He does have a hoard of flags. We've talked to Barney about this, that he's got an issue. He needs to see some help.
Yeah, he
stashing
has
all of these flags up.
He
He's got
has
a lot of them.
Well, yeah, and he's got flags that you don't even use at like a race. Like the one time I saw him wave a pirate flag, like the skull and crossbones. I don't understand his obsession.
Yeah.
He's got the country flag of Bosnia. He just has that. So yeah, but Brock
White
Morris
flag.
getting the white flag. Barney found the right one. As Brock Morris, he can kind of back off a bit. He doesn't necessarily need to push to overtake the lappers here of Isaiah and Daniel. He can kind of keep to himself for the last lap. He's got quite a buffer between him and second place, about 10 seconds back on Sam Hoff. So as long as the trucks in front of him don't make a massive mistake, this should be pretty much an easy walk-in for 0-5 of Brock Morris.
Oh, as we say that as he touches the wall.
Right. Be a terrible time
Brock
for
Morris
an
trying to
announcer's
finish this up.
curse.
He's got half of a lap to finish it up. Going through, getting ready to come up to the hairpin, getting ready to grab that checker flag.
Brock's got
Here
about
comes Brock Morris.
roughly 30 to a minute. He has about 30 seconds to a minute to decide how he likes his steak. Because Brock Morris
That's right, because here he is Brock Boris
doing the
your race
drifts.
winner at St. Petersburg.
Picks it up at St. Petersburg. Congratulations to the Juicy Spider team. 05 Chevrolet
win.
picking it up. Sam Hoff crossing the finish line in second place here. Congratulations to that Ram with a slight bit of damage, slowing him up. And
Little bit of damage. Michael James going to come up for the last spot on the podium. Michael James wins P3 at St. Petersburg.
Michael James putting her on the podium. Those are going to be the three we're going to talk to, as Matt Sisler in fourth.
Survived the race of his life.
A fantastic job surviving. John Santoro got fifth. Actually, John, with a few more laps, might have put some pressure on Matt Sisler.
Yeah, he was a little bit faster.
And what is interesting is John Santoro, I believe, was second place qualifying, got a black flag. I believe he had a drive-through or he had an EOL. He was able to come back up to a fifth place finish. So fantastic run for John. Ryan Housen, after his hiccup, got second. Skylar Jones is going to be the hard charger, up 17 spots. Thomas Spencer is in eighth. Not sure what he's doing in the overrun. Nate Bogus is ninth. Daniel Molnick's up 15 spots. He's going to break your top 10 here. So a lot of fun here at St. Petersburg, as they're calling it in chat now.
As they're calling it in the chat. That's right. Here you have it, folks. Your winner, P1, Brock Morris, led 58 laps. You got Sam Hoff in P2. And then you got Michael James for P3, your podium winners. Hard charger award goes to none other than Skylar Jones. Congratulations. You did a hell of a job out there.
Yeah, that was a fantastic
So it's
run.
been a great race. I'm so excited that I was able to be here with you guys and be able to share the love and, and be able to meet some new people. Hopefully we didn't irritate you guys too much, but we're going to be doing some interviews here pretty soon as they are ready.
It looks like Sam Hoff is ready to rock, so let's go ahead and grab Sam. He got P2.
All right.
Samuel Hoff finishing in second place. It's Fred and Metal up in the booth. You got a copy on us.
Yeah, I got a copy. How you guys doing tonight?
We're doing all right.
Doing pretty good. How about you?
I'm really, really hot. I felt like I was going to heat stroke there for a minute. Felt like I was going to vomit at a few points because of the heat in my room. And then, other than that, just a little frustrated with how that race ended up going. I thought I had something there for that 05, but got a little unfortunate with the lapped car spinning right in front of me and gassing it into my nose and some other little bit too much tire abuse.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we saw you early on, kind of before that first pit cycle, as Brock kind of checked out for a little bit. You reeled him right in, and you gave us one hell of a battle for a few laps there. I believe you were able to get around him. Then the first pit cycle happened. The gap came from that. And then it was like you caught back up to him. And then we saw the damage on the right front of the 15. And it looked like Brock just slowly started pulling away. And it looked like you were hitting all your marks well, but I'm assuming the right front of that truck just had a little bit of damage that was kind of slowing you down out there.
Yeah, once we got that damage on that right front, it was over. Brock ran a hell of a race. He, of course, made no mistakes. I knew I had to be mistake-free. I got a little deep in one corner, clipped the tire barrier coming out of that left-hander before the final chicane, and then also get the incident with Russell, and that happens, and it's okay. It's just frustrating as hell.
Right.
Really thought we had something for the 05. I had really good pace. I shouldn't have stayed out as long as I did that first run. I should have pit right with him or right the lap after, and we would have been battling probably all night long. And just a few mistakes. Also, getting overheated in the middle of the race didn't help my hitting marks ability very much.
Right. Literally sweating it out in South Florida here.
Yeah.
So
sweating it out and stuff like that. You're gonna have to get someone with one of those palm leaves sitting next to you.
Yeah, get a palm leaf to
just wave you off.
Have Ruben do that for you. Ruben's probably
I
pretty
think
good at it.
I gotta enlist Ruben here. I mean, he had a good run, but he needs to make himself maybe a little more useful and give me some palm leaf treatment tonight.
Yeah, there you go. And feed you grapes.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be perfect. Maybe I'll have Nate feed me the grapes.
All right. Well, congratulations on the second place performance tonight. Who do you want to thank for this?
I want to thank Patty Engineering, Fanic Robotics, Siemens, Mitsubishi Electronic, all the partners that make Hoff Performance bring strong trucks like this every week. And I also want to thank the spotter on the stand, Eric Cartman, for guiding me through another chaotic but fun one.
Yeah, that's awesome. And
All right.
we want to thank you for the shot at calling a cup race. That was a lot of fun. And
Hopefully we'll see some more in some point in the future.
yeah, that would be cool. We look forward to the opportunities that come to us. And congratulations on your second place. I know it's not a win, but it is good points night for you.
Thank you. We need more of those.
Yeah,
Stack 'em.
absolutely, man. We're going to send you back down, go celebrate with the team, go cool off.
Thank you.
All right.
All
Now,
right, that was Sam Hoff.
we've heard of this a lot through the year, like them cooling suits that these drivers wear, just failing
Yes.
throughout the year happens, and you're in the South Florida heat, so definitely not ideal for the driver of the 15. But let's grab Michael James here, got third. So, all right, it's Fred and Metal up in the booth. Michael, you got a copy on us.
I do.
All right. Well, you ran a great race. You hit a lot of your marks almost perfectly, able to bring home a podium. Not quite quick enough to keep up with the top two, but a lot faster than everyone behind you. So walk us through how you were able to keep that number one kind of on an island pretty much all night.
Yeah, that's kind of where I expected. I thought Houston would probably be up there with us, but I expected there to be a pretty big fall off after that, P4 area. But yeah, the first two stints felt pretty good. Got stuck behind a couple guys early on in that first run or that first stint and had to make up some time. But Sam and Brock were battling so hard they didn't even realize I caught up to them at the end. But then the third stint, I kind of just fell apart. Once I lost toe from Sam, I was just struggling to find that pace again and didn't have anyone to kind of pace off of. And just, ended up in that spot doing nothing for, seemed like those last 20 laps seemed like it was 4 hours just driving, trying to get to the end. But yeah, it was a good race, kind of where I expected to finish. So I'm happy with where we got. I've had a terrible season since Daytona, just getting in every wreck. So it's good to finally get some points going again.
Yeah.
Well, since this is our first time calling, I think you've had a fantastic season. I mean, you made me great.
Yeah, this is the best finish we've
This
seen
is
you
great.
have all year.
Yeah, maybe I think you guys should broadcast more often, do the rest of the season.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, you got to be careful. Be careful. There is a thing called the broadcast curse.
Oh yeah.
Wait,
yeah,
hold on. No. There's not, because the only other race you broadcasted for me is the All-Star race, which I won. So I
That
think
is
it's
very
actually-
true. Maybe.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Maybe we'll have to work out something between Frozen Apex and Michael James.
Yeah, I might just cover the cost for the whole series.
Yeah. If it's putting you on podiums every week.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
But yeah, it was fantastic racing. I did have a question about your livery. Is that Jack Skellington?
It is my take on the Rexy.
I knew it.
Oh,
I knew it.
See, Fred said he's like, "Hey, that's Rexy," and I was like, "I don't know. It looks like Jack Skellington
I
to me."
like that. That looks like the skeleton Rexy they ran for Halloween a couple years ago. And I'm like, I'm a big AO Racing fan. Metal's like, that might be Jack Skellington. I looked at the hood. I'm like, I guess I could see it, but the gold teeth kind of gave it away.
Is that the Nightmare Before Christmas guy?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh yeah. I like that too. I could go with either. Maybe I'll just change the bones a little bit so it's more Jack Skellington
Maybe
vibes.
it's the nightmare after Rexy.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
So
Well, it was
congrats.
a fantastic race.
Yeah,
Um,
congrats on the
thing-
podium. Who do you want to shout out tonight?
Yeah, shout out to the whole race tech team, Daniel, Isaiah, Connor, John, Kyle. Thanks for you guys for doing the broadcast tonight, and Sam for putting on the league.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Well, glad we were able to be on the horn for you getting a podium. So we've got a win, we've got a podium. I'm sure you don't want a P2. You probably want more wins, but you'll probably take a P2, judging by how your season's been running. So maybe if we get another call up to the big leagues, maybe we'll get another interview with you.
All right, sounds good.
All
Have a
right,
good
man.
night. Thanks, guys.
Yeah,
thanks,
congratulations. All righty. And ladies and gentlemen, your race winner, Brock Morris. It is Fred and Metal up in the booth. Do you have a copy on us?
Absolutely, I do.
All right. Do we use the term flawless, perfection? How do we determine this 05's run tonight, as you pretty much led it, almost all of it?
Well, I'm flattered, but I would not use the word flawless to describe that race. I certainly didn't feel like I had the long run pace there compared to the 3 or 4 cars behind me. Especially that first run. I was dying in the first run, but overall, yeah, really can't complain about a night like that. So, yeah, felt pretty good, but flawless is definitely not the word I would use.
Yeah, and that first kind of tire run right off the rip, it looked like you put a decent gap on Sam. He was able to kind of reel it in, and you guys gave us one hell of a battle for a lot of laps there. You guys kind of trading blows. He was beating up your back bumper. He was able to kind of sneak in front of you there. Then you pit, and that pit cycle come in. Michael James actually caught up to you guys as well, just from the battle. So it was a lot of fun to watch. I hope you're able to go back and kind of watch that on the broadcast, because that was a lot of fun for Jesus. It felt like it was 100 laps of battling. I'm sure it felt like 1,000 inside of the truck.
Yeah, it was interesting to see, because, like, the Juicy Spider, either owner, teammate, fan, whatever you want to came in, started talking about some conspiracy, saying that Juicy Spiders automatically get +5 horsepower. So we're up here trying to do math, like, well, if he got +5, he's sitting here, he's still winning. Like, even if you were to take away the horsepower. And then he came with this conspiracy, like 10 laps left. Or what was it? He was saying it was like Juicy Spiders, 10 letters. There's 6 laps left. 10 minus 6 equals 0.5. So whoever that is, you might need to send them back to some. Send them back to.
Donnie, I'm sorry. Maybe stay away from math for the next couple days.
Yeah.
But 10 minus 6 is unfortunately not 5.
Yeah. That's what that says. Like, you are not smarter than a 5th grader.
Now, if Donnie's putting like the setups and the final touches on the truck, maybe let him keep doing it because it was working. Just don't question his math.
Yeah,
but
that was definitely an aspect tonight. Is the setup was interesting. That's for sure. A lot of wheel hop.
It looked
a lot of these.
A lot of wheel hop, a lot of loose on exits. We kept seeing a lot of trucks kind of drifting out of the turns with a kind of the backside of the truck really wanted to walk around, and some guys were kind of having to play a little throttle control. Looked like they were kind of dirt tracking it out of the turns.
Absolutely, that's what it felt like too.
Yeah. So you picked up the win. So congratulations on that. We have two questions. I'll let Metal ask the first.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
this is the more important one.
It's the most important question out here. We do a lot of broadcasting for other leads and stuff like that. And I always make it a point out here to ask all the winners this. How do you like your steak?
How do I like my steak? Medium rare. We can do a little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. Try garlic. My dad learned this thing that was like habanero coffee rub on a steak, which sounds crazy, but it's actually insane. And you should look up a recipe and try it.
All right.
It's awesome.
You've sold me. That sounds great.
I love spicy foods. And then Fred has the last question.
All right. So the mandatory question, who do you want to thank for tonight's victory?
First of all, got to shout out Juicy Spider Studios High Side Podcast. With that, got to shout out Hunter Sr. I have more career wins in this series than he does. L plus ratio. Got to shout out Kettering University, Kettering Esports. SAC for putting this deal on. That was a great battle there with Sam in that first stint, and gotta really shout out you guys. Thanks for coming on. I look forward to watching back the broadcast.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and it's even more fun when guys like you and Sam give us one hell of a battle for a dozen laps. That makes the broadcast look better.
Yeah, it makes it a lot of fun in the truck too, especially when you win. So
absolutely,
yeah, definitely can't complain about that first run.
Yeah, Metal, you got anything else?
I mean, no, it was a good race, good job out there, and hopefully we get the pleasure of doing some more interviews with you.
I'm hoping so as well. Got a couple good tracks coming up, so hoping for it.
All right, man. Well, congratulations. Go party it up with the Juicy Spider team, and we'll hopefully see you on the next one.
All right, thank you guys.
You betcha.
Thank you.
Alrighty, and that is gonna do it for us for Superstar Racing League at St. Petersburg. We were kind of called to do the East. We were signed for the East, and unfortunately, Legends Racing Network wasn't able to make the call tonight. So Sam hit up my DMs and asked if we would be able to drop East for a night, jump up to the Cups. So the big leagues were calling. We answered. And hopefully we get another opportunity like this again to be on the horn for another cup race here in the near future.
And if you're not watching any races on Wednesday night and you're wondering what to do, we also broadcast on Tuesday nights over at Weekend Warrior. So you can definitely catch us, and we may do some random broadcasts here and there. That's what Frozen Apex does. We provide you with entertainment and analysis, and overall, you just get to hear some two guys who enjoy racing call a race. So
yes,
if you appreciate what you saw, what you heard, drop a like, do a follow, subscribe, share, do all that.
Yeah, our next race we're going to be calling is going to be Weeknight Warriors over at Stafford for their All-Star race. So that should be just a fantastic time. And I believe next Wednesday we should be back to the Superstar Arca East side of things. Trying quick to find what track that is going to be at Gateway. So Gateway next week for the East Series, assuming we're back there. Or possibly on Cup. Unsure on that. Unconfirmed, but looking like we're East. We're going to say we're going to be East next week. So again, congratulations to Brock, Sam, and Michael for sealing up the podium. Congrats to Skylar again. 17 spots is a hell of a run. And yeah, only 4 lead changes, but man, was there some good battles through this whole thing. You had Matt Santoro with Matt Sisler with Ryan Housden duking it out until Ryan bobbled there. And of course, the first half of the race was Brock Morris defending Sam Hoff, and Brock ended up winning it. So on behalf of Frozen Apex TV, thank you all for tuning in, and we will catch you guys on the next one.